Welcome back to Bash Bros in episode 32 of Notorious Pro Wrestling, the TEW Let's Play series where we find out what exactly would happen if Conor McGregor started his own wrestling promotion. It's episode 32 and it is time for Wanted. Last week you guys were here and we had the second worst show we've ever done on this Let's Play. If I bring it up here quickly. 43 rated Wanted. It was due to Easton Reese and Will Hobbs just not having the psychology to carry a 20-minute match. My bad. Everything else was actually not too bad. In terms of news then, nothing to discuss in terms of our own wee company. However, NXT UK had a takeover. I think it would be interesting to take a look and see where they're at compared to where we are at with our pay-per-views. So here we have the card for NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. It got a 58, so after we take a look at the card, we'll maybe take a look at some of our own pay-per-views and kind of how they stack up. So run from the bottom to the top then. So the Hunt beat Ashton and Oliver Carter, 42. Zia Brookside, and Candy Floss beat Daniel Luna and Molly Spartan. How come Zia doesn't do that for us? Zia got a 43 in that match, and Zia only pulls out a 23 when it comes to us. Also, that's a lot of bright hair colors all in one place. Aladon beat Nina Samuels. Morgan Webster beat Ben Carter. That was a good match for that. Good rating for that. Imperium defeated defeated Insane Connection. I guess it's Rampage and Sha Samuels. Sure. Piper Nevin defeated a bunch of people to win the NXT UK Women's title. It's pretty good. Was that vacated? Don't know about that. And then Wolfgang and the Firm defeated the Kofi Brothers and Dave Mastiff. And then the main event, Jordan Devlin won the NXT UK Championship. And 62, so 62 rated main event. That's just what we try and aim for our pay-per-view main events. So if we compare that then to kind of our own, so that was 58. I mean, all in all, we're not miles away from them. Like most of our pay-per-views have beaten them. Put it that way, and even some of our Wanteds have beaten them. So we are, I would say, in terms of quality of wrestling, we are on par with NXT UK. The reason why they are more over with us is because they kind of travel the UK, whereas we travel Ireland, so they're more popular across more places than we are. So yeah, if you look at there, like they have they're just a bigger size in general. They are small and we are tiny. But yeah, like they obviously travel the entirety of the UK, where we really kind of just stick to Ireland at the minute. Once we go up in size, I'm going to start touring the entirety of the UK. But thus far, yeah, we're sticking to Ireland. Yes, but that is it for news. So let's get into booking this week's Wanted, shall we? Okay, we're back. So looking at the card, this is what it looks like. So a couple of promos and angles on the pre-show just to kind of keep anything that doesn't have a match, any storylines that don't have a match this week, just to keep them kind of relevant. But we have a couple of matches. So the Tessa Blanchard versus the Joshi Wrestlers is getting a match this week. We also have Alpha Female versus Kaylee Ray to progress the Women's Championship match, and also then the Lycos Gym versus Grado Talent Agency, which is Amir Jordan and Mark Andrews, for the third place in the tag team tournament, and therefore a title match in, we'll say maybe a week or two's time, either next week or the week after. Right, let's start the show then. And a backstage promo, Jennifer Lewis is interviewing Tenille Dashwood, who informs Zia, because due to disobeying her last week, Zia is going to face Killer Kelly next week as punishment. 37 segment, again, neither woman is particularly good on the mic. And a backstage angle, the Mighty Don't Kneel arrive at the arena and are storming through the backstage area looking for the Grizzled Young Vets, but Connor says they aren't here tonight, they are out celebrating their title win. The Mighty Don't Kneel then say that don't worry, they'll be back next week for them then. 56, I actually just had because it was on the pre-show, I just had all three men do talking. do talking. I had all three men talking. Conor McGregor looked excellent. Shane Haste actually worked well without a script. I just forgot. I guess I just forgot to put him on a script. Maggie Nichols struggled. 56 segment overall. In a backstage promo, Chris Hero is talking about Jake the Snake Roberts with Jennifer Louise when James Storms interrupts and says, look, mate, James Storms interrupts and says, look, Chris, you gotta help me, this Doug thing with Easton, it's gone too far, we need to sort them out. And Chris is like, James, I've got more pressing matters on my mind. I'm facing Jake the Snake Roberts and Penta Jr. and Sonico. They are aiming for my title. I don't really care right now about Easton Reese and his man love, Doug Williams. 52 overall. And then in the pre-show match, I had Sonico go over Sugar Dunk. Just to give Sonico a bit of momentum coming into this feud between, Sonico, Stable, and Chris Hero. So Sonico had a 51, which is very, very good, and Sugar Dunk had a 41, which is just Sugar Dunk. Drag the middle. Got to keep an eye out for the psychology. My bad. But good. Jake did good work at ringside, and Sonico and Jake have good chemistry, which we know. On to the main card then. So in a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Tessa Blanchard beat Riho in 14:37. 42 rated match, which falls in the parameters. So Tessa had a 45 and Riho had a 41. And yeah, I'm happy enough with that. After the match then, Tessa Blanchard puts a chair around Riho's neck and just says, you know what, this time she's not taking prisoners, and stamps down. After she stamps down, then all the road agents rush out to see if Riho is okay, whereas the Joshis and Crazy Mary Ellison run out to try and attack Tessa, but she makes an escape through the crowd. 77 segment. Next up, before the Kaylee Ray versus Alpha Female match, Viper comes out as guest commentator for the match. 43 segment. The match itself then, in a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Alpha Female drew with Kaylee Ray after double disqualification. So during the match then, they would brawl to the outside. Kaylee Ray would line up a super kick for Alpha Female. She would dodge and accidentally hit Viper, who's on guest commentary. That would then lead to Viper just going in and whooping both their asses, leading to the double disqualification. So Alpha Female got a 45 and Kaylee Ray had a 49, and got a 45 overall, which is pretty good. Then a sit-down interview. Jennifer Louise asked Kenny Williams why he split from Grado Talent Agency. Kenny explains he's not a sidekick, he's no one's sidekick, he's not Grado's sidekick, he's certainly not Mark Andrews' sidekick, and you know what else he's not Amir Jordan's friend, he never has been. He is Kenny Williams and he is the bollocks. 56 segment, which is very good. That turn seems to have done a world of good for Kenny Williams. And in the main event then, we have an exceptional match with Lycos Jim defeating Amir Jordan and Mark Andrews when Kid Lycos pins Amir Jordan with the sliced bread 2 following interference from Kenny Williams. Lycos Jr. had a 44, Lycos had a 56, Mark Andrews had a 60, and Amir Jordan had a 51. All pretty decent. Grado was again managing all the guys, the GTA guys, which is great, and 53. And that is the show, and a 57 show, which is not bad at all. So news then coming out of Wanted. Steiner Brothers have been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, which is quite cool. And Austin Aries has gone back to Impact. Obviously Austin Aries' scandal must have ended then. Yes, Austin Aries' scandal ended at the start of July. So he has joined the new promotion, HWC. Yeah, and he has also joined Impact again. Okay, and that is it for another week of Notorious Pro Wrestling Wanted. Next time you guys are back is going to be the Banjaxed pay-per-view, which will include matches such as Pentagon Jr. versus Chris Hero for the NPW title, a triple threat between Alpha Female, Kaylee Ray, and Viper for the Women's Championship, and Tessa Blanchard versus Maki Ito, plus many more matches that haven't been announced yet. If you liked this episode, do not forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment any matches, gimmicks, storylines, stables, feuds, whatever you want, and I will try to book it for you. With all that being said, I will see you next time on Bash Bros.